की ये हफ्ता कैसा रहा और क्या मेन ट्रिगर्स थे, किस तरीके से मार्केट की परफॉर्मेंस रही और नेक्स्ट वीक क्या एंटिसिपेटेड है मार्केट में बेस्ड ऑन दिस मूवमेंट और कौन से स्टॉक्स कौन से सेक्टर्स आपके रडार पे होने चाहिए, सब कुछ बात करेंगे. सो लेट्स स्टार्ट विथ a disclaimer first that the information which we share here is for educational and uh, informational purpose only. It's not a trading or an investment recommendation. So before making any decision based on the information shared, please check with your financial advisor. तो जो भी हम चीजें बातें करने वाले हैं इससे एक ब्रॉडर पर्सपेक्टिव आपको मिलेगा कि किस तरीके से आपको प्लान करना है अपने ट्रेड को नेक्स्ट वीक. ये कोई ट्रेडिंग और इन्वेस्टमेंट रिकमेंडेशन नहीं है, तो कोई भी डिसीजन लेने से पहले अपने फाइनेंशियल एडवाइजर से जरूर बात करें. अब आते हैं मार्केट्स पे. सो a third successive week of decline. You know, most part of the week the tone was negative. Barring today, on Friday we saw that market could manage to pare some of its losses, nearly 0.5%. So, but eventually we have ended with a cut of nearly 0.5% in Nifty and almost in the flat note in Sensex. So, on the sectoral front, as you can see that most of the sectors you will see on the negative side, wherein auto witnessed a sharp cut post this, Bajaj Auto's decline, and media, metal, FMCG, and pharma, they have also followed suit. Thanks to the surge or recovery in the banking heavyweights today, so banking and financials and realty, they could manage to end in the green for week-on-week basis as well. Talking about gainers, you will see a couple of names from the banking basket, ICICI and SBI, which showed resilience. Then we have Wipro also, which could manage to post decent gains on a week-on-week basis, post the results. And then we have L&T and SDFC Life also, which could manage to post strong gains. Now on the losing side, Bajaj Auto, Nestle India, Trent, M&M, and Bajaj Finance. So see the quantum of cut means roughly around 15.5% in Bajaj Auto. So on majority of the losers, you will see that the quantum was much higher to what the index manages to gain during the week. तो देखिए ये पिक्चर है, एक स्नैपशॉट है पूरे हफ्ते का कि किस तरीके से मार्केट में परफॉर्मेंस रही, कौन सेक्टर्स ने क्या किया, कहाँ पे अच्छी परफॉर्मेंस रही. तो अच्छी में बैंकिंग, फाइनेंशियल, रियलिटी, जहाँ पे की थोड़ी ठीक ठाक परफॉर्मेंस रही, वहीं पे बाकी सारे नाम आपको जो राइट हैंड साइड पे नजर आ रहे हैं, ऑटो, मीडिया, मेटल, एफएमसीजी, फार्मा, ये सभी के सभी नेगेटिव में आप देखेंगे, जहाँ पे कि ऑटो खासतौर से 5% तक के कट यहाँ पे देखने को मिले. गेनर्स और लूजर्स, अगेन यहाँ पे आपको आईटी में से विप्रो ने लीड किया और वहीं पे लूजिंग साइड पे बजाज ऑटो ने करीब 15.5% के कट. तो काफी लार्जली अगर कहें तो नेगेटिव हफ्ता ही कहेंगे इसको, बिकॉज जो एक फ्राइडे का बाउंस ही था, बाकी अदरवाइज टोन वाज नेगेटिव फॉर मोस्ट पार्ट ऑफ द वीक. नाउ basis this, let's see how we are positioned for the next week. So if you remember, last week we were discussing about this level, the previous swing low close to 24,700. That's a critical area we mentioned, and what we have suggested is to maintain the negative approach until we break 25,300. So market then made any attempt of recovery during the week, and it drifted gradually lower. The pressure increased on Thursday, but on Friday, after this intraday breach below this previous swing low, again it managed to end on a positive side, or you can say on the closing basis it could manage to defend that level, right? So 24,700 we are still trying to defend is what the indications are. Now how we are positioned that is more important because a single day bounce should not be considered as a reversal. So as you can see, this yellow line, it's a very critical area to look at. So earlier it was at 25,300. Now it has shifted to 25,150. Until we reclaim this level, 25,150, the risk of further decline or further pressure in the market will remain. Banking, as we're going to discuss that in detail in next slide. That will be the major catalyst for the coming week. We'll talk about that why. But as of now, this level of 24,700 on the closing basis, if it fails to hold, then we are set for this 100 EMA, which is close to around 24,450, 470. And of course, if it slips, then this base close to around 24,100. So intermediate, yes, it might also find support around this retracement area, but largely the base close to around 24,100 is something that Nifty might find support. So 24,450 and then 24,100, that will be the area of resistance. Once we break 25,150, then this recovery may extend and we can inch toward 25,500. So as of now, the risk is there that we may drift further lower because we are not taking clues from the global markets, especially the US markets, which are maintaining the positive tone, but we are not at all following the positivity, right? So निफ्टी की अगर बात करें तो देखिए एक चीज बिल्कुल क्लियर है कि कोशिश ये जरूर हो रही है कि 24,700 को क्लोजिंग बेसिस पे डिफेंड करें। क्लोजिंग 24,700 क्या है, ये जो प्रीवियस स्विंग लो था आपका यहाँ पे वो करीब 694 का था, तो 700 का आप एक राउंड फिगर में देखें तो उसी को डिफेंड करने की कोशिश हो रही है। बट ये कोशिश केवल काफी नहीं है, आपको इस येलो लाइन के ऊपर जाना पड़ेगा जो कि 25,150 के पास है, जो पहले 25,300 पे थी, क्योंकि आप 25,200 पे गए और उसके बाद वहां से डिक्लाइन आ गया, अभी वो 25,150 पे है। तो जब तक ये ब्रेक नहीं होगा तब तक रिस्क रहेगा मार्केट में नीचे का। नीचे में कहाँ तक? 24,470, 450, और वो अगर ब्रेक हुआ तो फिर यहाँ पे 24,100 के पास, राइट। तो अभी के लिए 25,150 एंड 24,450 ये आप मान के चलिए कि इनिशियली ये रेंज हो सकती है निफ्टी में। तो अभी तो दोनों साइड पे यू शुड मेंटेन योर पोजीशंस, वन शुड नॉट outrightly go bullish or bearish because at one end we are seeing a negative tone in the index, but select themes, sectors, they are still offering buying opportunity. So IT, though after Infosys results today it was down, but the index is still not showing any sign of major reaction. Means after the correction in TCS, now it looks stable and it's witnessing a rebound. Then we have HCL Tech, which is also holding around the record highs. TechM, Emphasis, they all are doing well. So selective approach, selective theme within those stocks from those themes is something that one should maintain positions accordingly. तो अभी के हिसाब से तो देखिए दोनों साइड पे पोजीशन रखिए, यही मार्केट का इंडिकेशन है। एक साइड पे आप पोजीशन करके बैठेंगे तो मैनेज करना मुश्किल होगा बिकॉज वॉलेटाइल बहुत ज्यादा है बाजार। दूसरा तरीका ये है कि आप थ्रू इंडेक्स ऑप्शन, अगर आपके पास हैवी वेट्स हैं, मीन जो ब्लू चिप काउंटर रहते हैं, इंडेक्स मेजर्स जो होते हैं, अगर वो आपके पास हैं तो आप इंडेक्स के साथ भी उसको हेज करके पोजीशन को कैरी कर सकते हैं। बट अगर मिड कैप और स्मॉल कैप है तो डेफिनेटली आपको पोजीशन को थोड़ा हेज करने के लिए देखना चाहिए। अगर उनके स्टॉक ऑप्शंस खासतौर से मिड कैप में, अगर जो FN वाले स्टॉक्स हैं उनमें खासतौर से, बिकॉज अभी जिस तरीके से रिएक्शन देखने हमने विदाउट रिजल्ट्स भी, जैसे कि आज गैस डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन काउंटर्स काफी प्रेशर में थे, तो इस तरीके के मूव्स अभी चलते रह सकते हैं बाजार में, दोनों साइड पे पोजीशन मेंटेन करना, दैट्स मोर इम्पोर्टेंट। अब आते हैं बैंकिंग पे। सो हाउ बैंकिंग इज प्लेस्ड नाउ। So again, last week we've discussed about that we are sitting at a critical juncture, which is the lower band of this rising channel, and we could manage to defend this channel band for yet another time. So today it was a very strong rebound, swift rebound, thanks to Axis Bank's numbers, which triggered recovery across the private banking majors. In fact, select PSUs, they also participated in the move. So banking is still trying to defend this 51,000 mark, which also coincides with this 100 EMA. So 51,000 is critical make or break area, as you can say. You may say for the banking index. As long as we are holding above this, the tone is likely to be sideways positive. Below that, the tone would reverse. Then we might again drift toward 50,200 levels or maybe lower. Upside 52,800, 53,000 first, this red line close to this red line, and then 53,500 will be the next major hurdle for the index. So here banking looks comparatively better, and within the private banking space, like wherein we are seeing stability or comparatively less volatility is ICICI, Kotak, and yes, that's more important because tomorrow, that is on Saturday, HDFC and Kotak are going to announce their numbers. So we'll see the reaction on Monday. So that would set the tone for the market in the early trade on Monday, the private banking majors. And of course, after this up move, expectations may remain high that this recovery may continue. So that will be the important factor to watch out for. So देखिए, बैंकिंग ने जैसे लास्ट वीक भी हमने बात की थी कि काफी क्रिटिकल सपोर्ट के पास है अपने, जैसे चैनल को आप देख पा रहे हैं, ये जो लाइन है, एक चैनल बेसिकली बना हुआ है, जो कि इंडिकेट कर रहा है कि अभी भी पॉजिटिव टोन इंटैक्ट है, ट्रेंड इंटैक्ट है पोजिशनली। लार्जली नेगेटिव जरूर थे हम ड्यूरिंग द वीक। इनिशियली थोड़ा सा फ्लैटिश था, उसके बाद बीच में डिप आया, उसके बाद फ्राइडे के दिन काफी स्ट्रॉन्ग रिकवरी। प्राइवेट बैंकिंग मेजर्स बेसिकली इन्हीं पे डिपेंड करता है कि किस तरीके से बैंकिंग आगे वाले आने वाले टाइम में परफॉर्म करेगा, कॉज उनकी वेटेज सबसे ज्यादा है और पार्टिसिपेशन भी उसी तरीके से दिख रहा है कि एक्सेप्ट एसबीआई दूसरे किसी पीएसयू बैंक में उस तरीके की स्ट्रेंथ नहीं है। और प्राइवेट बैंक्स में आईसीआईसीआई, कोटक, जहाँ पे स्टेबिलिटी दिख रही है, रिकवरी देखिए सब में ही दिख रही है, बट स्टेबिलिटी ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट होती है कि कम वोलेटाइल हो जो स्टॉक्स। तो ये दो नाम अभी है जहाँ पे कम वोलेटिलिटी दिख रही है। वहीं पे कुछ एक ऐसे नाम है जो कि नेगेटिविटी कंटिन्यू है, which we'll discuss during the presentation also. So banking looks comparatively better than Nifty right now, and जो HDFC या कोटक के नंबर्स आने वाले हैं कल, उसका रिएक्शन बेसिकली किस तरीके से रहेगा मंडे को, तो वो डिसाइड करेगा कि आप 53,000 के पास जा रहे हैं या फिर दोबारा से आप 51,000 के पास आ रहे हैं। तो जब तक 51,000 होल्ड हो रहा है तब तक टेंशन नहीं है, बाय साइड की पोजीशंस पे आप रह सकते हैं या एक्यूमुलेट कर सकते हैं अपना प्राइवेट बैंकिंग में। Now let's talk about stocks which we should be focusing on. So the first name from the defensive basket, Dr. Reddy's. So it's not that all the pharma counters are performing well, or we are seeing broad-based buying interest. Dr. Reddy's, as you can see, that post this consolidation range breakout has been gradually inching higher by forming bases, and a similar kind of a base is it's forming right now here, right? So the good part is that the risk to reward is favorable. Though we are preempting, obviously we usually wait for the breakout from that range to look for the long trade. Means once we complete this base, then we look for breakout. But here, since we have indications that the stock has been holding strong in comparison to the pairs, and we have the short-term averages also placed. So the risk to reward looks favorable. Once, even if it fails to break 7,000 mark, still the risk to reward looks favorable at current levels. देखिए डॉक्टर रेड्डीज फार्मा में, जैसे कि हमने पहले भी बात की है कि आईटी, फार्मा, मेटल्स, ये 3 सेक्टर्स है जहाँ पे कि थोड़ा सा स्टेबिलिटी है और ओवरऑल टोन पॉजिटिव है यहाँ पे, बट अब थोड़ा सा सिलेक्टिव होने की जरूरत है विद इन दी फार्मा स्पेस, बिकॉज फार्मा में अभी क्या हो रहा है कि जिस तरीके से ब्रॉड बेस पहले एक पार्टिसिपेशन था वो नहीं है। अर्निंग सीजन की शुरुआत होते ही बेसिकली आपको ये एक चीज नजर आती है जो कि आपको विद इन द सेक्टर, चाहे वो आईटी है चाहे वो बैंकिंग है, जब आपको दोनों साइड पे मूव नजर आएंगे स्टॉक्स में। क्यों? क्योंकि जिस तरीके से रिजल्ट्स आएंगे उस तरीके का मार्केट का रिएक्शन होगा। तो कोई भी एक पर्टिकुलर सेक्टर में ऐसा नहीं होता है कि सारे ही स्टॉक आपको पॉजिटिव साइड पे नजर आएंगे, राइट? सो that is something which is important. So Dr. Reddy is one stock which one can focus for long trades. Another stock that we like is HDFC Life. So why HDFC Life? Because again here this basket, entire basket, barring LIC from this space, be it SBI Life, ICICI Pru or HDFC Life, they all are trying to show some strength, means they are not witnessing similar kind of decline or pressure like what we are seeing in the other sector. So this sector per se is doing well, and within this space HDFC Life is outperforming. So after this correction, it's been almost like a month and more than that, in fact, it's been trading in a range. So very strong base we have at now at this 695, 700 zone, and seems like there could be an attempt of a breakout in the near future. So this stock is something that you should keep on your radar. So HDFC Life, लाइफ इंश्योरेंस स्पेस में से एक ऐसा नाम जो कि रिस्क रिवॉर्ड के पर्सपेक्टिव से ज्यादा बेटर लग रहा है। बाकी एज अ सेक्टर कंपैरेटिवली ये ठीक लग रहा है, बिकॉज एसबीआई लाइफ, आईसीआईसीआई प्रू, ये सभी के सभी इनमें कुछ खास मेजर गिरावट देखने को नहीं मिली है, और एचडीएफसी लाइफ में तो और थोड़ा सा ज्यादा बेटर स्ट्रक्चर है। तो यहाँ पे इंडिकेशन ये है कि शायद आपको जल्दी ही नए हाइज देखने को मिल सकते हैं इसमें, तो इस पे भी आप फोकस कर सकते हैं फॉर द लॉन्ग ट्रेड्स। Lastly on the list, stock from the banking. So while we were talking about banking index inching toward 53,000 mark, RBL Bank and Bandhan Bank, these are the two exceptions basically. Though RBL Bank, it made an attempt of recovery, as you can see here that it was a steady recovery. But post that recovery phase, it's kind of like a distribution pattern that it formed, and since then it's been gradually drifting lower. So this week also it managed to end almost on a flat note, but we have multiple resistances placed around 220 mark. A similar structure that we have from the Bandhan also after this gap up that we had a couple of days ago. It has completely engulfed that gap and it's now drifting lower. So three names basically: RBL, Bandhan Bank, and IndusInd Bank. IndusInd Bank is also struggling. So we need to see how post SDFC and Kotak number the others are going to perform. But here at least we have an indication that this negative bias might extend further for RBL and Bandhan. So this is one pack. Earlier, just to remind you all that we've discussed about LIC Housing Finance, which is still reeling under pressure, which is still weak. So that is something which one can continue to keep on radar. Other than that, from the auto space, Tata Motors, and you can add these name also, Bandhan and RBL, in your list for shorting candidates. So just to sum it up, our view, single day bounce is not enough for market reversal. So we should wait and see a close about 25,150. then this recovery may extend. Otherwise, 24, 450, 400 is something that market might test first. Banking looks comparatively better, but it's not only the banking which dictates the trend, as we all know. So here also we need to see how banking is going to perform on Monday after HDFC and Kotak Bank's number. As of now, indication looks positive, comparatively better. On stock specific front, we've talked about Dr. Reddy's, HDFC Life, and RBL Bank. Which one can consider for long and short trades. तो देखिए, अगर कंक्लूड करें तो मार्केट का टोन अभी भी नेगेटिव है. वो कब चेंज होगा? जब 25,150 के ऊपर आप जाएंगे. अदरवाइज रिस्क रहेगा एक बार 24,450 का. बैंकिंग कंपैरेटिवली बेटर है, बट यहाँ पे भी बहुत सारे फैक्टर्स हैं. बट प्योरली अगर प्राइस एक्शन के बेसिस पे बात करें तो इंडिकेशंस हैं कि एक अटेम्प्ट और हो सकता है फर्दर रिकवरी का आने वाले दिनों में 53,000 तक का. सस्टेनेबिलिटी आनी चाहिए, दैट्स मोर इम्पोर्टेंट. इन बिटवीन स्टॉक स्पेसिफिक रहिए. डॉक्टर रेड्डीज एंड एचडीएफसी लाइफ जहाँ पे हम स्ट्रेंथ देख रहे हैं, वहीं पे आरबीएल बैंक, इंडसइंड बैंक, बंधन बैंक, LIC हाउसिंग, टाटा मोटर्स, कुछ एक नाम ऐसे हैं जहाँ पे कि अभी भी पोजीशनिंग वीक है. So this is all from the presentation part. Now we'll have a quick feedback and then we can start with Q&A. So please fill in your feedback and then you can start posting your question using that Q&A button. So कोई भी सवाल है आपका अभी अब प्रेजेंटेशन को लेकर, जो भी हमने चीजें बातें की हैं, इसमें कोई एक चीज जिसके बारे में आप और जानना चाहते हो, समझना चाहते हो डिटेल में, तो Q&A जो बटन है आपकी स्क्रीन पे, उसको आप यूज करके अपना सवाल पोस्ट कर सकते हैं. So those who are done with the feedback, they can start posting their questions using this Q&A button. कोई भी सवाल है आपका, Q&A बटन को दबा के आप लिख कर आप पूछ सकते हैं. So we are almost done with the feedback part also. Okay. So let's start with Q&A now. Okay, so Mr. Karthikeyan has a question on metal space. What is our view on the metal sector for the coming week? So see, it's different to what we are seeing in markets right now. So while we are not taking any clues from the global market, at the same time, any positivity from China, be it any news of stimulus package or any improvement in the data, macro data of China, that is helping the metal stocks or the demand for the metal counters. So today also we saw this move in the metal counters for that reason. So they are still volatile. I would suggest maintaining very stock specific approach in this sector and limit your positions also, because they are highly volatile. Means in comparison to the other sectors, they witness more volatile swings. So yes, tone looks positive within the sector. Hindalco, National Aluminum, JSW Steel, yeah, top three names based on the price action is something that one can focus on. Mr. Akshay, can you please rephrase your query, because I didn't get it? Means how we can get the study material of your class. So means if you are saying that if you wish to see this webinar again, whatever we have discussed, So you can go to our YouTube channel, Religare Online YouTube channel, or yeah, that's the only place where you find the recording of this. It goes live also on YouTube. So there you can find all the details regarding the presentation. Okay, Mr. Naveen has questions on NBFC basket. So NBFC basket, uh, before earnings, the tone was comparatively better, means from the banking space. But with the starting of the earnings season, we are seeing, you know, the tone almost similar to what we were seeing in banking earlier. Means they are now largely witnessing correction. So be it gold financing names, be it uh, you know uh, counters or companies specific to MSMEs and the other big names like Bajaj Finance. So here I feel that in certain cases it seems like we are closer to the bottom. Means we are not seeing much pressure now in terms of the volumes, but they are not participating in a similar quantum to what we are seeing in banking on rebound. So for a time being now, I feel that one should wait and see how some of these NBFC names they announce the numbers and then take a call. Because see, in short term, especially during earnings, it's very difficult to like uh, gauge the market or the directional move in the any particular sector or stocks during this phase because they're extremely volatile. So instead of preempting any recovery or a bounce, wait for some sign in earnings and their reaction, and then one can look to go long or short in NBFC baskets accordingly. Right. So this is about NBFCs. Okay, so sectors to focus. So what we have been discussing for almost 5 6 weeks now, that IT I still feel, despite the negativity uh, which we saw in Infosys today post numbers, they are still better. Means you'll find a list of stocks which are holding strong within the IT basket. So like I have mentioned, uh, Tech Mahindra, CL Tech, Emphasis, KPIT Tech, they are still holding strong. TCS seems like almost done with the corrections, witnessing bounce. Wipro was among the top performer during the week. So IT as a basket still I feel that is likely to maintain this resilience even if the market corrects further. Then like selectively we were discussing about pharma, uh, where one can look at, and middle counters also. So basically, Mr. Akshay has this question on NBFC policy of lending. So I understand that there was a knee-jerk reaction in some of these names, especially Manapuram, post this, uh, announcements. I feel, first of all, a disclaimer and disclosure that we have a recommendation to our clients in Manapuram for investments. Uh, it seems like an overreaction to this because they are still into majorly into gold financing, and they have other businesses also. But as a basket, like I've said that not on the basis of this that there's some announcement or the other which comes be it from the regulator or other related authorities. Earnings are something that are going to dictate the trend for NBFC basket, including others. So for a time being now, one should not, like I said, jump into a trade. Wait, see how the earnings pans out, at least for a couple of big names, and then take a call. Okay. Couple of stock specific queries, so please excuse on that part. Energy is a basket, so energy, see, though Reliance is a diversified play now, but still it's a major part of energy basket. And after this recent decline, we are seeing some stability in Reliance. Then at the same time, we have other counters like ONGC, which is still drifting gradually lower. Then OMCs, a mixed trend despite cool off in crude oil prices. So energy basket, the picture is still advocating wait and watch. So one should not jump into a trade. But yes, selective OMCs, they are better. Avoid gas distribution names for a time being now after this slump from the energy space. And uh, yeah, so this is something that one should maintain. So for a time being now, again, one should wait and watch for some signal of recovery. Then one can look to go for themes within this energy basket which are outperforming uh, within this space for long trades. All right, so with this, we have answered all the queries. So thank you everyone for joining in. Next week is going to be, yes, it's a big month. So next week, 25th, we'll connect again. Same time, same place. So till then, take care. Thank you.